Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking you through a 20-minute Pilates glute workout. You don't need any equipment today, and we're getting started laying on our backs with our feet hip distance apart and the knees bent, getting ready to warm up through the glutes with some articulating bridges. So I want you to take a big inhale through the ribs, and on your exhale, tuck the hips under, slowly roll the hips up off the mat. Take a big inhale at the top, and exhale starting at the top of your spine, roll all the way down bone by bone, coming out of your pelvic tilt at the bottom. Inhale for a pause, exhale, squeeze the glutes, tuck the hips under, roll up all the way off the spine into your bridge position. Inhale at the top, and exhale, put it in reverse, roll all the way back down the mat, releasing through the hips last. Let's do that a couple more times, inhaling to prepare, exhaling to roll up off the spine, articulating up the spine. Inhale at the top, and exhale, slowly roll down, keeping the hips tucked under until the very end. Let's just do one more, inhaling at the bottom, exhaling to tuck the hips, roll up through the spine, moving nice and slow. Big inhale at the top, and exhale, roll all the way back down your spine, releasing through the hips, finding your neutral spine. Now let's come into a bridge with a neutral spine. So instead of rolling up and down, our spine will stay in the same shape the entire time. So lift the hips up off the mat and tap them back down. Exhaling as we lift, inhaling as we lower. So picking up the pace just a little bit compared to that warm-up as the glutes get more warmed up and ready for this class. Exhale, press down through the feet, lift the hips. Inhale, lower them all the way back down to the mat. Exhale, lift. Just give me 3 more like this, pressing down through the entire surface area of the feet. Last 2, core is engaged with the belly button pulling down towards the spine. This is your last one. Inhale, tap the hips down. Exhale, hold them lifted now. Let's do a little combo. So option to reach your arms straight up from the shoulders for a little bit of instability. And let's lower our hips halfway down towards the mat, squeeze them back up, then open the knees and the arms to the sides, bring everything together. Again, hips lower down halfway, they squeeze and lift, arms and knees open to the sides, and they come back through parallel. Inhale, halfway lower, exhale, squeeze the glutes up, inhale, open, and exhale, close. So working the glute max, or the main part of our glute, as we lift and lower halfway, then working our outer and inner thighs as we open and close, really squeezing the glutes each time you lift and lower, and each time you open and close. Moving nice and slow here, always having the option to bring your arms down to the mat if you want to feel a little bit more grounded, a little bit more stable. But the challenge here is to keep those arms nice and lifted, forcing your glutes and your core to do a bit more work. As we inhale, open arms and knees, exhale, close. Inhale, lower halfway, and exhale, lift. Open, rolling onto the outer edge of the feet, and squeeze everything together. Just give me 2 more rounds of this. Opening out to the sides, coming in through center. Last time, lower halfway, and lift. Open to the sides, and let's hold everything through center now. Finish with pulses up with the hips for 10. 9, little squeezes up through the glutes, finishing out this warm-up. Just 5 more here. Last 4, last 3, squeeze a little bit higher, and last 1. Slowly lower your hips down onto the mat, lower your arms down by your hips, and just windshield wiper your knees from side to side, releasing any tension through the hips and the glutes. Hold the knees through center now. Let's roll on to the left side of our body, getting ready to work our right side glute. I like to rest my head in my hand with my elbow pressing down into the mat, but you can lay your head all the way flat if that's more comfortable for you. Go ahead and extend your right leg long down the mat with the foot pointed and your left knee bent, pressing down into the mat for a little bit of stability. Let's get started with some bicycles now. So bicycle the right leg forward, press it straight back out to the side. Bicycle the leg out from the hip, and then pull it back. 4 more in this direction. Bicycle forward, pull it back, inhaling to kick forward, exhaling to kick back. Last 2 in this direction, warming up that right side glute. Last 1. Now let's put it in reverse. So kick the leg straight forward, bicycle it back out to the side. Inhale forward, exhale to the side. 4 more like this, keeping the leg lifted a couple of inches above hip height this entire time. Just 2 more here, exhaling to kick it out. Last 1. Hold the leg out to the side now. Let's get ready for some big circles. So kick forward, up, back, and through center. Inhale, kick forward and up. Exhale, lower back, pull through center. 4 more in this direction. What's really important here is that the hips are staying stacked on top of each other. So just make sure you're not rolling back onto that left hip, especially as the leg starts to circle behind you. This is your last one in this direction. Let's switch it up now. Kick the leg back up, around to the front, and through center. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, lower front, pull through center. 4 more like this. Again, really focusing on keeping those hips nice and stacked. Maybe bringing your right hand to your right hip to make sure of it even more. As we inhale, lift up and around. Exhale, lower down and come through center. Just 1 more here. Hold the leg out to the side now. Flex through your foot. Inhale, draw your knee in towards your chest. Exhale, press your leg out to the side. Inhale, pull knee to chest. Exhale, press out to the side. 6 more like this. Getting a little ab work as we draw knee to chest, crunching through the core, and then pressing the foot away like you're pushing something really heavy away to the side, using that flexed foot to engage up the side of the leg. As we exhale, press away. Inhale, pull through center. As you press away, try to lift your leg a little bit above hip height to bring some more tension onto that right side glute. Last 2 here. And last 1, pull knee to chest, extend the leg. Bring your knee straight out from the hip now and rotate your knee down towards the left side so your foot's facing up towards the ceiling. And press your right foot up and lower it down. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower down. 6 more. This is where that burn really starts to intensify as we exhale, lift and lower like you're trying to stamp your foot up on the ceiling, really flexing through the bottom of the foot here. Inhale, lower, exhale, press up. Last 1, let's hold the leg lifted and pulse the foot up for 10. Little lifts and lowers through that right side, just here for 7 more. Keep breathing, you can do it. Just for 4 more, last 3, 2, and 1. Keep the leg lifted now, but bring your ankle in line with your knee and extend your leg straight out to the side. Lift the right leg up and lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 6 more like this, really getting into that right side glute. You are almost there, just a couple more moves. As we exhale, lift, inhale, lower, really flexing through the foot, not letting the leg drop below hip height. As we lift and lower. Hold the leg lifted now, point through the foot and circle the leg forward now. Just 8 more, drawing tiny circles with that big toe. Just 5 more here, maybe lift up a little bit higher. Just 2 more, last 1, switch directions, circling to the back now. 8 more here, you can do it. Just 6, 5 little baby circles for 2. And 1, hold the leg, flex the foot, option to reach the right arm up and pulse the leg up to finish. Just here for 8. For 7, lift a little bit higher, you can do it. Just here for 4 more, last 3, 2, and 1. Point through the foot, draw it in towards the glute for a quick release here. And then bring your right knee in front of your chest, placing it down on the mat, feeling that nice stretch through that right glute, that right hip here. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and roll onto our backs, getting ready for another bridge series. So knees are bent, feet are hip distance apart. Go ahead and lift up into your bridge now. So lifting up with that neutral spine, pressing down into the feet so that the hips come up towards the sky. And let's start to march through the knees. So lift your right knee up to tabletop, place it down, lift the left knee up, and place it down. Exhaling as we lift one knee, inhaling to place it down, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's do 4 more each side like this, working into each side of the glutes here as we exhale and inhale, exhale, inhale. Just 2 more each side before we add on, keeping the hips at the same height the entire time, really pressing down through the foot that's staying on the ground. This is your last one. Let's add an extension now. So right knee lifts, kick the leg straight out, pull the knee in, and place it back down on the mat. Left knee lifts, extends, bends, and lowers. 5 more each side. Lift the knee, extend the leg, bend it in, lower it down. Inhale, lift, exhale, kick it out. Inhale, bend, exhale, place it down on the mat. 4 more each side. Really pressing down into the entire surface area of the foot that's staying on the mat. Really working that stabilizing glute here as we move the leg up and out, in and down. Inhale, lift, exhale, kick out. Inhale, bend, and lower. Just 2 more each side here. You can do it. And last one each side. Lift the knee, extend, bend, lower down, left knee lifts, extend, hold the knee bent in now, lower your left toes down to the mat, lift the left knee back up, lower the left toes down, and lift it up, inhaling as you tap the toes to the mat, exhaling as you lift, pressing down into that right foot, working that right glute here. Keep breathing. We're just here for 3 more. Tap down and lift. Last 2. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Last 1. Hold the knee lifted. Pulse the right hip up for 10. 9. This is where we finish. Really press down through the right foot. Just here for 5. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Place the left foot down on the mat and slowly lower your hips down. Awesome job. Hug your knees in towards your chest, feeling that release through the glutes and the hips. Gently release your knees now, placing your feet back down onto the mat. And let's roll over onto the right side of our body, getting ready to do all that work for the left glute now. So place your head in your hand with your elbow resting down on the mat. Left leg extends long with the right knee bent for some stability, pointing through the foot, getting ready to start with those bicycles. So bicycle the leg forward, straight out from the hip, and then press it back out to the side. Bicycle the leg forward, press the leg back. 4 more here. Inhaling to kick forward, exhale, press to the side. Last 2, kick it forward and back. Last 1 in this direction. Let's reverse it now. Kick the leg straight out to the front, bicycle out to the side. Inhale, kick forward, exhale, bicycle out to the side, keeping the leg at hip height or a little bit higher the entire time here, putting some tension onto that left glute. Last one here, kick the leg forward and out to the side. Now for those big leg circles, kick the leg forward, up, around, and through center. Inhale forward and up, exhale down and through. 4 more in this direction, just dramatic big circles with that left leg. 3 more. Just 2 more here, taking big breaths with this. Last one in this direction. Kick forward, up, back, and down. Reverse it now. Kick the leg back, up, around to the front, and through center. Inhale back and up. Exhale forward through center. 4 more in this direction. Keeping the hips stacked on top of each other, especially as the leg goes behind you here. Just 2 more like this. Last one, kick the leg back, up, around, and through center. Hold the leg to the side, flex through your foot, inhale, knee comes towards the chest, exhale, it presses out to the side. Inhale, draw the knee in, exhale, press out, 6 more like this, getting that little crunch through the core and that press out to the side through that left glute like you're pushing something really heavy away from you with that flexed foot. Inhaling, crunch the knee in, exhale, press the leg away, lifting it a little bit above hip height each time to really work into that left side glute. Just give me 2 more like this. And last one, draw the knee to chest, press it away. Now bend the knee straight out from the hip and rotate your knee down towards the right side. Flex the foot, press the heel up and lower it down. Press up and lower, exhaling as you kick the leg up, inhaling to lower it down, 5 more like this, like you're trying to stamp your foot onto the ceiling. Exhale, lift, feeling that little pinch through the left side glute here. Lower down, 2 more, exhale, lift, and lower, hold the foot lifted now, and pulse it up here for 10, 9, 8, little squeezes up and down through that glute just for 5, last 4, 3, 2, keep the leg lifted now, but extend it straight out to the side with that same flexed foot, and lift it up above the hip and lower it back to hip height. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower, 6 more like this, and lower down, maybe lifting a little bit higher each time, just 4 more here as we lift and lower, getting towards the end of this side glute series. You're almost there. Last one, let's hold the leg lifted now, point through your foot, circle to the back for 10, 9, 8, just drawing little circles with the big toe here for 5 more in this direction, last 3, 2, and 1, circle to the front now for 10, 9, hips are staying nice and stable here, only thing moving is the leg, just 5 more, you can do it, last 3, 2, hold the leg stable now, flex the foot, option to lift the left arm, let's pulse the leg up to finish, just here for 8, for 7, 6, lift a little bit higher, just for 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Point through the foot, draw the foot in towards the glute, feeling that release through the left side, and then bring your knee in front of your chest, feeling that stretch through the glute and the hip. When you're ready, go ahead and roll onto your backs, getting ready for our final bridge series. So feet are hip distance apart, knees are bent, arms pressing down into the mat. And go ahead and lift your hips up into your bridge position. Getting ready to start with those marches. So lift your left knee up into tabletop, place it back down on the mat, lift the right knee, and lower, exhaling to lift the knee, inhale, place it down, exhale, lift, inhale, lower, 4 more each side. Make sure you're really pressing down through the foot that's staying planted on the mat, keeping the hips nice and lifted, nice and level, so not tipping down to one side as the opposite knee lifts up. Last one each side like this. Lift the right knee and lower. Let's add our extension now. So left knee lifts, leg extends, bends in and lowers to the mat. Right knee lifts, kicks out, bends in, and lowers. 5 more each side, keeping the hips lifted at the same height the entire time. As we lift, kick the leg out, bend in, lower down, inhale, lift the knee, exhale, press it out in front of you, inhale, bend, exhale, lower, inhale, lift, exhale, press the leg out, inhale, bend, exhale, lower. We've got 3 more each side like this. Last 2 here, again really pressing down through the foot that's stabilizing you on the mat to make sure your hips stay nice and lifted, really working into our glutes individually here. Just 1 more each side, you can do it. Bend the knee in, lower down, right knee lifts, extends, hold the knee bent in now, Tap the right toes down towards the mat and lift it back to tabletop. Tap the toes down and lift. We've got 6 more here. Tap it down, lift it up, inhaling as we tap down, exhaling as we lift. Knee staying in the same shape the entire time, hinging at the hip to tap the toes down and lift them up, really getting into that left glute here. You've only got 1 more. Tap down, hold the knee lifted now. Finish with pulses up with the hips for 10. 9. This is where we finish this class. Give it all you got. You can do it. Just here for 5 more little lifts and lowers. Last 3, 2. Hold the hips lifted. Place the right foot down on the mat. Slowly lower your hips all the way down and hug your knees in towards the chest. Feeling that nice release through the glutes and the hips here, maybe rocking side to side on the low back. Then grab the tops of your knees and circle out your hips a couple of times, feeling that release through the hips and the inner thighs. Making sure to go in both directions here. Cross your right ankle over your left knee now and draw your left knee in towards your chest, feeling that deep release on the right glute. Gently release that stretch. Cross left ankle over right knee now. Grab a hold of the back of your right leg and draw knee in towards the chest, feeling that same release for the left side here. Release your right foot back down to the mat, feet come hip distance apart, and just windshield wiper your knees from side to side here, releasing any lingering tension through the hips and the glutes. Hold the knees stable through center, roll over onto one side, and make your way into a cross-legged position in the center of your mat. Let's finish with 1 big deep breath. So inhale, arms lift up overhead. And exhale, they float down by your sides. And that is it for today's 20-minute Pilates glute workout. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.